So there are a few ways that you can start a social media or creating a social media post design. So one way at the top right, you can click on create a design and you can just type in Facebook, and then all of the options will come up for you. So that's just one way. I'm just going to quickly show you the quick way to get to it by clicking social media. And then again, you will see the options for what's popular: Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a regular Facebook post. We're going to click on landscape, and then our dashboard will populate for creation. Okay, so we went over these things last week, but we talked about templates and ways to start from a template or start from scratch. Today we're going to, let me skip that tour. Today we're going to start with a template. So what I would like to just propose is that we do a workshop template. So if we're looking to if you're looking to maybe talk about an upcoming workshop that you're having and you want it to just bring up all the generic templates, you would just type in workshop and then those will populate. If you had a specific workshop that you wanted to look for, you could be more specific and type those things in. As you can see, over to the left, there are several different types of workshops to choose from. And also you can choose at the scrolling bar at the top, if it's a masterclass webinar, it'll just give you some quick ways to find something that suits your creation best. So what we're going to do is scroll for one that I feel like it's pretty good to work with. Let's see here. Want to find one that's really good. But as you can see, there are so many different options. So I want to look for something very specific. So I'm going to type in art workshop. So all the different types of art workshops pop up, and I'm going to choose this template. So because this is a Canva free account, it's asking if I want to try Canva Pro for free for 30 days. This is a different account, so I'm going to click out of this and I'm going to look for something that doesn't have the little Canva Pro crown. And it looks like there's another one that's right here on top. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So with this actual, all right. So with this actual template, there is a watermark on it. And that is also because it looks like this is a Canva Pro graphic. So let's just change that just to have a better option here. Sorry about that. I didn't see the crown on that one. So this one does not have that Canva watermark, so we can just work from this. So what I'm going to do is change the background. As you can see, you can click on whatever's highlighted in purple, and that's the piece that you're going to be working on and editing. So it looks like it's some wood and it's transparent. So what if I wanted to change the background? I'm going to let me go to design, actually. Actually, this is all we have to work with. So, okay, so this is the Canva free account. So it's going to have limited options for the things that you can use to edit your graphic. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight that part, and I'm going to just delete it. So now you're working with a plain background, and you can also remove, again, whatever's highlighted, you can just click on it to remove it. So this basically right here is a this placeholder is just like a frame is what it's called. So you can delete the frame because it's just the background, or you could choose to upload a photo or put a photo here. you can see over to the left, there's a section for photos. So we're going to click see all photos. And I maybe want to look for something very specific. So I'm going to type in art supplies since it's a craft background. So now I can change that background based on the photos that are here selected for me. But of course, all the things with the Pro crown can't use those. So I'm just going to click on the one that is free and then delete the craft, the placeholder, sorry, and make this bigger. But also, as you can see, there's another color behind that. What if I wanted to keep this color, keep the frame around here and just change the color? I'm going to either click on this color block at the top, or you can just highlight it and search it to the left. So double clicking, I'm going to make that red, go down and nope, I think blue's better. Blue's better. So you could just easily change the color of the background there and keep it as a frame. But with this post, this visual, it looks like the words are kind of going into the image here. So you can, again, that is now highlighted. You can move it up or delete it altogether. But usually for Facebook posts, you want to convey a message. So you want to think about the who, what, when, where. And the rule of thumb for Facebook posts when you're using Canva is you would want to have the information on the graphic just in case someone downloads it to share with someone who's not on social media, or if they are sharing it and don't click to share the whole caption. So that would leave someone with your graphic, but not the information. So that's really a good rule of thumb for me. I want the graphic to be either, it can be a standalone or accompanied with caption, and you're still delivering your message. So what I would like to do here is just kind of move things around. So you'll notice that you can minimize and move things and rearrange them as you see fit until it makes sense for you. So I'm just going to keep these here because I would like to possibly use them, but I want to just move around with the image that I'm using right now. So you can just go up to the corner and minimize that graphic to a size that is comparable for your post. And then you can start to rearrange the text to fit what you want to convey. So you can also, of course, choose to keep the fonts that are here, but you can also edit those. And just by going up to the font here, if you know the font you want to use, you can type that in, or you can just choose one that looks good for you. So we want to say, let's say, join our workshop. We're going to type that in because we're going to give them the who, so we know it's a workshop. We don't really need that there, but we're going to keep that just for the sake of time, because you can really create a simple graphic in just a little bit of time by using the templates. And that's a really great feature for Canva, being able to start with something that's already pre-filled, and you just make it fit for what you need. So remembering the who, what, when, where, and that's what you're going to focus on. So you're going to say, I'll just say Arts Council, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller so it can fit there. And of course, this is just a demo, so you can put more specifics. And then the date is already here. I just like to have everything minimized, so when you start overlapping your text boxes, they're not in the way of editing other fields. So you can, we'll leave that date 2019. How about let's change that to at least 2023. So you can put your date there, and then you need to maybe create another text box because you don't have the time. So you're going to just go over to the left and click add text box. And then you can edit that there. So we'll say 5 p.m. And wait a minute, we need to add another text box because we need to tell them where to go. So we can say the library meeting room. So I like to get all of my content onto the graphic, and then I start working the different text fields and changing the fonts to make it look the way that I feel like it should look. So library meeting room, and we're gonna then, one of the things that I like to look at is the way things are centered. And that's just something that is a personal choice of mine. But if you just want to get the word out, maybe there's a photo that you want to add, you can do all of that pretty quickly by using the photo gallery that's here. Or if you would like to upload your own photo, you can do that as well by going to the upload icon and uploading something that you have stored on your computer. You can do it from computer, Google Drive. I think you can also, let me just check to make sure of where you can upload. Google Drive, Dropbox, Photos, and Instagram. All right, so back to our graphic. So we have join our workshop, Arts Council, and then the date and the time and the place. So we really don't need this here, but maybe you have, maybe you want to put something else that's like a fun little graphic or something. The elements feature, you can click on elements. Maybe you want to add a paintbrush or a palette. So the elements are really fun because a lot of them have their files that don't have like a background. So you can add those to make it look more three-dimensional. I would love to use this palette, but it's actually a pro feature. So as you can see, this is the free version. I showed you from the pro version if you joined us last week. The free version is a little bit limited. So you'll find that $12 or $13.99 a month is really worth it, especially if you're using Canva pretty often. So let's scroll down and see if there are some good things that we can use for free. It looks like I'm not seeing anything that I would like to use, but of course Canva is going to let us know, hey, you can unlock all of them for 30 days. We're not going to do that today, but looks like here we are. There's the paintbrush. It's not as nice as the others, but maybe if you wanted to add some additional graphics, you could do that and just minimize. And maybe you make it look like the paintbrush is doing the work, or maybe you just want to have some other supplies there, so you add those. Whatever you would want to do. Oop, made it too wide. Let's move this over. Looks like there we go. Nope. Let's see. Here's a free element. This is just to show that you can add elements to add, some good features to your work. I would like to point out that if you use like Word or any sort of Microsoft Suite products, you'll find that some of the things that you can do are similar on Canva. So for an example, if you have ever moved an image and positioned it to the front or the back when you're using something on Word, you can do that same thing here. So say if I wanted to make this paintbrush appear to be on top of the paint, I would just go to position and then click on move forward. And it's now on top of the paint. So this is just a really quick tutorial about how you can create a social media post. I do want to bring to your attention that there are different sizes, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later, but there are different sizes for posts that you should be aware of. And that really is going to make a difference when you're uploading that to Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media you would like to do. So when you go to click on share at the top, you'll be able to download the link, so the graphic. But the best way to make sure that your sizing is right is to go and search. If you're using a template, you want to search based on the type of platform that you're using. So specific to Facebook, Instagram, etc. Those are going to be a little bit different. So just ensuring that you have the right sizing, you can just click on or type in Facebook, and it'll give you the different options, and that way you'll know. But also there are ways that you can see what sizes that you want, or you can upload your own sizing. So here we are. You're going to click share, and that's a way for you to either collaborate with someone else and share your work, and they can share and add some things to it, or you can download it. So when you click download, it's going to ask you what your file type is. So if it's a PNG file format, that is going to give you a transparent background. You want to make sure that depending on where you're going to use the graphic, that you select the right file type. Some different programs don't support some file types, and that's another thing that's important to note. But you can also click on the drop down box, and it will give you the options for what type of file type to use. So in this case, we're going to use the PNG format. As you can see, it's suggested. And then you're going to just click download. So when you click download, it's going to just land in wherever your downloads in your file folder. And then you'll be able to just download that file or open that file and upload it to Facebook. If you're on your phone, it'll be the same concept. You download it, it's going to go to your gallery or wherever your photos land, and then you can easily just upload it to your social media, specifically Facebook. So that is just a quick run through of how to do a social media post. This is the Canva free platform. This is not the pro account, so there are some limited features, but you can still make your designs look just as good and quick and easy with the template feature.